Nowadays, I find I've really slowed things down in GTA Online, and I'm enjoying one of my many hobbies such as drifting, mountain biking, piloting my aircraft, and off-roading. And I'm not ashamed to admit that I have made some excessive and completely unnecessary purchases in this game, such as my $3 million drift cars with nitrous, and my monster trucks that I use exclusively for off-roading. And in today's video, we are going to purchase a tank, because why not? And not just any tank, this is going to be a tank with no weapons, used exclusively for off-roading. We are going to be customizing and doing an off-road review on the Apocalypse Scarab, which you can purchase on the Arena Wars website for $3 million. That price is not for the faint of heart, and in this video I'm going to be letting you guys know if it earns a spot in my expensive toys garage, or if you're better off sticking to the SUVs and trucks for off-roading. This is the Apocalypse Scarab, and it's actually based on a real thing. There is a tank that is produced and sold to the public, sold to civilians, called the Ripsaw. It's actually been featured on my favorite car show, the Grand Tour, where Richard Hammond drove one in Dubai on public streets, through a shopping mall, and of course off-roading in the sand dunes. So I am excited to see, once we are able to take this scoop off the front, how much more we can make it look like the Ripsaw, and of course to see what it can do for off-roading and if it's any good. And just walking around this briefly, we see the shocks, the suspension through the tread for the tank. Very, very cool. And I've got to say, I am impressed with it. It is smaller than I was expecting, so it does look like a nice little off-road toy if it performs well. Fingers crossed. So let's jump in and see what we can do for customization. Oh, you gotta love those gull-wing doors on a tank. That's how you know this is meant to be an off-road toy. Let's take it to the shop. Alright, so brakes, yes. Put some race brakes on there for the treads, stop a little quicker. Boost, oh, it put us in the cockpit. Can't really get an angle on the dashboard though, but we will check that out later. This is the unfortunate part, is for the nitrous, it's always $400,000, which is so expensive, but gotta do it. Gotta do it for an off-road tank. More horsepower is always a good thing. Okay, bodywork. See what we can do here for decorations. This is all of the Arena Wars decor, which we will be skipping out on since we will not be using this for Arena War events. We will be using this for off-roading. Got the spikes as well. Comes out of the tank tracks down below. Put some up top, and MK3, ooh, that barbed wire. That is devastating. Armor plating, got some light armor, some reinforced, and some heavy. A windscreen armor. Okay, this goes right in front of the windshield with some bars. Plated, full armor, secondary full, carbon, or rusty. And that would take away from our visibility from in first person, so we will leave that off. Body plating. Right below the windshield, we can do an alternate or an MK2. Changes the texture to kind of a plated steel. And roll cage for the back. That's kind of cool. We might come back to this once we do a few things on the tank. On the old Ripsaw. Whoa, the cage comes up higher. And the plated cage has that extension. Interesting. Alright, engine tunes, level 4. Engine cover. Okay, so the engine's right behind the driver. That is cool. So the stock has those kind of vents there. Can flatten that out. Put some shovels, some large vents. Those vents are, I think, reversed from stock. Oh no, it's just opened up a bit more. Thin vents. Oh, that's kind of cool. Some air filtration vents. And long-range equipment. If anything, I might flatten it out, but we may come back to this one as well. Exhaust. Look at that. The exhaust is right by the tracks there, so can make it chrome. Rear exhaust. Okay, so that comes out of the rear bumper there. Top mounted exhaust behind the engine and slanted top mounted. Does it backfire? I can't even rev it here. So probably not. We'll do the chrome right by the tracks for now. Lights, there are no headlights, just neon lights if you wanted to put that on. A livery, here we go. Here's where the magic happens because we can take this rust right off. Boom, look at that, matte black. Absolutely a world of a difference right there. See the other liveries though. We've got the light rust, body rust, which is a lot worse. Worn camo and worn camo too. Alright, well, we're gonna go with the clean matte black, of course. A respray. Okay, so we've got primary and secondary. Let's see for primary. Is this... Oh, this is a dark earth. Ooh, so let's see it in black. You guys ready? Boom. Look at that. That is so much better. That is actually really clean. So we'll put the matte black on, just like the real world variant. Check out the secondary color. See how a metallic black would look. Oh, yes. That's it right there. Absolutely. Got the LED light bar on the top. This is starting to look proper, guys. I'm starting to get a bit more excited. Okay, skirts. Stock skirts. Okay, so that's above the tracks. So we've got stock, carbon half cover. Oh, I see. That's a little bit too futuristic for me. Can do full, which adds more carbon up there. Armored cover. It's kind of rusty, older, worn look. Whoa, starting to look like a mini Kanjali with the full cover. Full cover kit. Got some equipment on there. That would actually be pretty cool. I wonder what weapons you can put on this if you did want to do a weapon variant of this. Got the armor plated cover. Armor plated kit with the boxes in the back. Mega cover. Whoa. This thing is looking menacing. Mega cover kit. Armored mega cover. Okay, that's the worn look again. And armored mega cover kit. Definitely some interesting options if you wanted to go weaponized on the Scarab. And since we're not going militarized or weaponized, I'm gonna leave it stock for the civilian off-roading look. Turbo, yes please. No transmission on this. Vertical jump, we will be passing on this, as this is more for the Arena Wars, weaponized vehicles. We'll be leaving that off for this off-roading tank. A windows. Nah, we'll leave the tint off on this one as well. And last but not least, we have weapons. Alright, first order of business is let's take this ram scoop off. So we've got the light scoop on. There's the reinforced scoop. The large scoop. That is pretty large for this little tank. The heavy ram. Reinforced ram. That's kind of cool. Kind of looks like fangs on there. That is very apocalyptic. Could make a good theme with that. Got the light ram with the winch and the bar, the bull bar. That is cool. But we're going for none. Going for the clean off-roading Scarab. Really like how she's coming together now. This is awesome. Coming back to the engine cover, I think we're going to take away these vents to make it a little bit more aerodynamic, a little bit more slick. And coming back to roll cage under the bodywork section, we're going to either go with the rear bars or the carbon walls, as it does complete the angles. I think that looks a little off, so I think we'll go with the carbon walls from that side profile. Looks a lot more streamlined, so yes, let's put that on. And that is everything, 17 out of 17 categories, and this actually did come out looking better than I was even hoping for. So it definitely looks the part, but does it drive the part? That's what we're gonna find out now. Let's take the Scarab to the trails and find out how she does off-road. Oh man, this thing is looking really good out here. Got the winch in the front, the LED light bar on top. Really love the suspension, the shocks you can see in the tank tracks all up in there. And glad we put those carbon panels on and streamlined the roof, took those vents off. So I've got to say, for looks wise, I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. It's looking exactly how I wanted it to for an off-road toy, off-road tank. And let's see how she does off-roading with our first test. We'll put her through the paces with the log pile, see if she can get up and over that. And then to the Mount Chiliad hill climb. Yes, we are not taking it easy on the Scarab. It's going through the same paces as everything else. And looks like we've got the clearance. Does it have the power? Look at that. You see the wheels, the play in the wheels? They're all bouncing around in the tank tracks. That is awesome. And that front nose has just the right amount of clearance for these log piles. Now I am excited. This could be really good. I was a little doubtful, thinking this might be left for the Arena War stuff, not for off-roading, but look at this. Slow and steady with the mighty Scarab, as it's got that ground clearance for a smooth descent. Uh-oh. Right when I say the word smooth, this thing flies out of control. All right. Let's hit the Chiliad hill climbing, which is very unforgiving with these steep inclines. We've got granite, rock slabs, and it feels like the tank is drifting a bit with those tracks. Might take a little getting used to. Easy now as we start our ascent through the calm Sidewinder. It's the calm before the storm. And so far, so good. So far, so good. Get a look at this guy here as we're making our ascent. Really nice, the front windshield too. Really does look futuristic, like it is a toy tank from the 20th, 21st century, from our time era. Okay, so far no problem. This thing is slow but steady. Really feeling the added stability and traction from these treads on the tank compared to a conventional vehicle with 4 wheels. Alright, first challenge, see if we can get up and over the mini half dome, that granite slab. As we take our time, straighten out. No problem whatsoever. Oh, easy. There we go. Look at that. Up and over very smoothly, besides that small misalignment at the beginning. And let's see if she can get down and through Old Lady's Crevice. The mountain is definitely gonna feel this one, because we're in a very, very heavy tank. Try and do it as smooth as we can. Whoa. That was not bad, actually. Alright guys, we are getting closer to the summit. This is a little bit slower than other off-road vehicles, but I do feel very safe and secure being in a tank. Very cool. And with these treads, again, instead of 4 wheels. This bit could be a problem. Uptown Funk. That granite rock there, if we can get up and over. If not, this could end very badly. Full throttle. No! Gotta get at it with a little bit of momentum. Oh, man. Okay. This is some getting used to, for sure, with the weight of this. If you're off just in the slightest, it will let you know. Come on, grip. There you go. Locked down. All right, there is the tower for the cable cars, so we are close. If we can get around this bit, let's straighten out. Oh, yes. Okay, let's angle our attack this way a bit. No problem for the mighty Scarab. So this is very different from any vehicle I've driven up this hill climb. The weight of the tank, first of all, we're at a dead stop now on this incline and it's no problem. So the weight is a plus. It will hold it in place. There's no other vehicle you can be on this steep of an incline just chilling. So that is a plus. The negative is the heavy weight. If you're off by just 1 or 2 degrees on your attack angle of approach trying to get over those cliffs, those challenging granite faces, if you're off by 1 or 2 degrees, you're going to have serious problems. It is going to throw you into a whirlwind and remind you that it is a tank. It is not a off-road truck or an SUV. Hey guys, don't mind me just conquering Mount Chiliad in a tank. How awesome is that? So, is this a must-own expensive toy? Should you go out and purchase the Scarab right now for $3 million? No, you should not. There are many other off-road vehicles, conventional ones with 4 wheels like the Camacho, the Caracara, the new Nagasaki Outlaw, that will get to the summit of Mount Chiliad faster than the Scarab. The Scarab will remind you every chance it gets that it is a tank, as if you are off on your angle of approach by the slightest amount. It will shift on you and throw you off the side of the mountain at any chance it gets. However, the fact that it even made it to the summit of Mount Chiliad through that very difficult hill climb up over all those granite slabs is very impressive. It looks amazing, and it is an awesome toy to have. So no, you should not go out and purchase it, but if you've got a bunch of extra money laying around, I don't think you'd be disappointed. As you can see in the sand dunes, this thing is an absolute blast, flying over these hills. And I think at some point all of us have dreamed or fantasized about driving a tank. And how much cooler is it to actually be able to own one and drive around in a very fast and spirited tank for off-roading in our favorite video game, GTA Online. And that is everything you guys need to know about the Scarab when it comes to off-roading and having fun with in the game. Thanks for coming along with me during this testing and this off-road adventure. And be sure to let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought of the Scarab when it comes to off-roading, because for me personally, I was a bit shocked and impressed from the moment I saw it conquer the log pile, and it only got better from there. Until the next time, you guys stay cool, keep on playing GTA, and I will see you guys in the next video. See you guys soon.